What's your relation to the director?
Well, Lynn Shelton and I have known each other for quite a few years, and we did a movie together called Hump Day.
Right.
And it was a great collaboration for the two of us. It's something where I felt like I could bring my skill set and the sort of acting, improvising, and writing in the moment thing. And Lynn has this just fantastic desire to show these sort of like minute relationship dramas where she's focusing on just the smallest things, and we really are making these dramatic comedies where last night it played in a room like a big comedy, but if you're by yourself, it can play like a drama, and it's a very specific thing, and we just found that we worked well together.
What about Big Red? You were there two bicycles, or was it all in one take? When you killed Big Red.
Big Red and I.
This is bicycle and.
My bicycle in the film. We really believe in one prop. So it was just me and Big Red had a relationship, and it did come to an end, and it was a fascinating end.
So that didn't have to be reshot or anything. That was one take.
A lot of the stuff that happens in these movies happens in the first take. With improvised films, there's often this misconception that it's about just trying to throw out jokes, like you improvise for jokes,
right.
but
and you
really
one up each other or try.
Exactly.
That's what I always felt like. I was always curious about that.
Yeah, it's a little bit different on the movies that Lynn makes and the movies that my brother and I make, where you're not just improvising for jokes, you're improvising every single moment in the film in a lot of ways. You're improvising the dramatic stuff, even the expositional stuff, So you have to sort of lose that sort of acting school notion of like, always say yes and always try to surprise people. It's really just about inhabiting your character and doing it in a way that feels, most organic, So for instance, towards the end of the film, I have a moment with the two girls where they didn't know anything I was going to say when I came into the room, and I just made sure that like I worked on what I was going to say that morning, and I didn't want them to know, and everything we did there was in a first take because, that's the beauty of this process.
So you didn't shoot that again?
We didn't shoot that again. That was it. It was just one kind of take that happened, and it was towards the end of shooting, and we developed a relationship on and off screen there, and it was a really emotional, cool way to do it.
So in that, obviously 2 weeks, but in that you shoot in order?
As much as we can, we try to shoot in order, because what ends up happening when you're improvising is you develop these little interpersonal dynamics that shift the DNA of the movie just a little bit. So we shoot all day, get brain dead, and then we meet at night for dinner, and then we have a glass of wine and figure out, okay, what should we adjust tomorrow based on the fact that this happened? It's fascinating because you don't know exactly what the on-screen chemistry is going to be between me and Rose, me and Emily, and Rose and Emily. So we have to take that temperature as we're improvising. We say, oh, you know what? Mark and Emily actually had more chemistry here than we thought, and then this. So you have to kind of be on your feet and adjust.
She actually got a really kind of a leading man performance out of you.
Ooh.
I gotta say,
Leading man?
Yeah, I was like, he's hot and great, and I love this character, and I was like, oh, he's an actor, and you might actually have to do other people's movies now. You might actually have to throw down with like Franco and Gosling and Duplass and
Franco, Gosling, and Duplass.
Yeah.
The new Three Stooges movie.
Yeah.
It's happening next fall. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
That is an incredibly nice compliment. Thank you.
You're great.
Thank you very much for that.
Absolutely. Right, well, it was great to meet you.
Hey, man.
Franco, Gosling.
Put them up. Watch this.
Duplass. What am I doing?
Boom, blowing it up.
Oh, you would have loved Where Was Troy for that. That was great.